Hello, welcome to the 60 Q&A practice. We're going to start off with defense questioning. I'm going to give you a small word list. You're going to hear incident, packages, centimeters, do you mean, which you can phrase D-O-U-M, exactly is initial X-A-L, window, W-O-E. That's it for this one. Oh, approximately, initial P, final L. All right. Here we go. Ready? At what streets? Main Street and Oak Avenue. Did you take a seat before this incident took place? Yes. Were you still seated in that seat when this incident happened? Yes. Where were you seated? What place on the bus? Yes. About, in the middle, more or less, on the bus. What side of the bus? The right side of the bus. Do you mean the side where the doors are located? Yes. Were you seated next to the aisle? No. Were you seated next to the window? Exactly. Right against the window. How tall are you? I can tell you centimeters. Are you able to tell us in feet and inches? No. Give it to me in centimeters. 165 approximately. What length of time had you been on the bus when this incident took place? 10 or 15 minutes. I can't say exactly the time. For the block before this happened, what were you doing? Nothing. Were you looking out the window? Out the window. Were you also looking around the bus? Not really. Was there someone sitting on the seat in front of you? Yes. Can you describe this person? It was a blonde-haired lady. Was she alone in the seat? Well, she had an umbrella and she had a lot of packages with her. Okay, I'm going to switch transcripts. This one's going to start with the court. Here we go. All right, Mr. Bryan, you have a witness. Thank you, Your Honor. People call Officer Newmeyer, Santa Ana Police Department. Take the stand, please. State your full name and spell your last. Gary E. Newmeyer, Newmeyer. Mr. Newmeyer, what is your occupation? Police officer for the city of Santa Ana. How long have you been so employed? Little over 4 years. Directing your attention to the 5th of April of 2011, were you employed as a police officer with the city of Santa Ana on that date? Yes, sir, I was. Directing your attention to the early AM hours of April the 5th, 2011, did you respond to a dispatch call to the residence of Ann Rodriguez? Yes, sir. About what time did you arrive at her residence? About 3:30 a.m., 3:20 to 3:30. Did you have a conversation with Mrs. Rodriguez? Yes, sir, I did. Were you informed that she had been the victim of a rape? Yes, sir, I was. Did she provide any information to you at that time about the automobile the rapist was in? Yes, sir. Did you, with the information provided to you, make a determination as to who the automobile was registered to? Yes, sir. And who was the registered owner of the automobile matching the registration or the license number that she provided to you? The defendant, William Kenneth Good. Based on that information, did you obtain a photograph of the defendant? Yes, sir. Did you prepare a photograph lineup to show to Mrs. Rodriguez? Yes, sir. How many photographs, all told, did you use? Including the defendant, 17. How many? 17. You have those with you? Yes, sir, I do. People move to mark as Exhibit 3 for identification for the people a series of 17 colored photographs showing a frontal and a profile of 17 male Caucasians. What is the next number? 3. It will be marked as one exhibit for identification. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Exhibit 3. Okay, and that concludes our Q&A practice for the 60 class.